Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Kuit, and I am, as Angie said, will be the facilitator for part one of your member orientation this morning. I have been with the board since 2014. I am currently the chair actually for the orientation committee and also chair for the YPN committee. So for the next hour or so, I'm going to be going over with you the different committees that we have and what we do here at the association for our members such as yourselves, okay? So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to use the chat box. I will kind of check in here and there, make short pauses to check with Angie to see if there's any questions. So please feel free to type in any questions that you may have in the chat box that is on the right side of your Zoom screen, okay? So the first part is your membership and ethics. As I mentioned, and of course, I'm going to be going over that first part. The second part is the multiple listing service. The multiple listing service will be gone over by Ling Chow, who is also our 2021 Vice President at the association. To receive your orientation credit, first, you must stay for the entire program. Attendance will be monitored via Zoom during the online training session. And in order to receive your new member orientation refund, you must also complete the NAR Code of Ethics training for new members. And if you see on here, you'll see the link that says, please visit www.nar.realtor to go and access the Code of Ethics training. This training, I believe, is taken once every 3 years by all members, all realtors. So make sure you are on track to take the Code of Ethics. And it gives here instructions on clicking on education and then going to the Code of Ethics training, and then go to one for the new members and take the course now and follow the prompts. Our mission statement. So our mission is to advocate and enhance the interests of realtors, to promote adherence to the Realtor Code of Ethics and professional competency of members, to safeguard and preserve private property rights, and always be mindful of cultural backgrounds within our communities. Ways to, can you guys see my screen?
We can see your screen, but it's split.
Oh, okay, hold on. We gotta use slideshow. Okay.
There we go.
Our ways of staying in touch with our West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. We have social media and text alerts. So first off, we have Facebook at WSGVR Realtors. We also have a YouTube channel where every week's breakfast meetings and I believe any classes that we host virtually and before when they were in person is all on YouTube. We also have a Twitter account at WSGVR. We also have an Instagram account and it's also at WSGVR. And we also did introduce, I believe it was last year, a text message service. So if you guys have your phones handy and you text WSGVR to 72727, you'll get weekly alerts on our breakfast meetings and any classes and topics that is going to be covered during the breakfast meetings. And of course, there's also WSGVR.com, which is our website, and there's a lot of things that you can do on there. You can also pay your dues online, which is great. You can also check out what's in the oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking out. Oh, what's in the realtor store where you can buy lock boxes, for sale signs, any riders, anything that relates to your business, you'll most likely be able to find at the WSGVAR.com, the online store, and also and then you order it and you can pick it up in person. Your realtor membership. So your realtor membership is really a three-way agreement. And it starts at the very top, which is at the West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. And then at the state level with the California Association of Realtors. And then of course, at the national level, which is the National Association of Realtors. The top 5 things that you actually need to know about the realtor trademarks. So first and foremost is, as a member of NAR, you have the right to use the realtor trademark, which is the trademark that you see here on the right-hand side of the screen. Members can use as realtor trademarks, of course, with limitations. Non-members may not use the realtor trademark. Design standards for realtor trademark must be followed, and the realtor trademarks can be used on the internet and in marketing. Now, if you wanted more information on as to what things you can use your trademark for and not use it for, please visit the link that is listed below here on the screen. Your membership benefits. So at our association, one of the things that we're really known for is our free and or low cost education courses. Some of the things that are free would be the Zip Form Plus training. The Zip Form Plus training is training for you to learn how to use the C.A.R. Forms that we use to conduct a transaction. There's also C.R. MLS matrix training, which is also, it teaches you how to use C.R. MLS. We also have a 45-hour license renewal. We have commercial seminars. We readily have on regular residential purchase agreement training, which teaches you the different how to fill out a contract, how to submit it, like how to write an offer on using the residential purchase agreement, and along with many other trainings. Of course, due to COVID, WSGVR offers an array of online training classes and training videos. The video library can be found through the WSGVR website under training videos. We also do have exclusive member discounts. There are some classes that are designation classes. For example, if you wanted to be a foreclosure specialist, there's also, we do throughout the year have many classes for different designations that the National Association of Realtors offers. So be on the lookout for that on the schedule. I believe this year we have a lot of designation classes that are coming back now that we're kind of slowly opening up the economy. There's also a lot of C.A.R. member benefits, such as discounts on using certain e-signatures. There are discounts on subscriptions to magazines. There is, discounts and benefits on marketing tools and platforms that you can use. And then at the National Association, at the national level, we have benefits, including, discounts with FedEx, DocuSign, Dell, Sprint, car rentals, etc. Member services. So we have a real estate service center, as I mentioned earlier. We do have it online, but also there is a section if you go into the association, if you already haven't visited yet, there is a real estate service center. So they offer sign writers, flags, flyer holders, shoe covers, real estate books, gifts, pins, etc. Another thing that our association does as a service with a cost for our members is printing service. So we have color, black and white flyer copies. As you can see here, it's as low as 6 cents for black and white copies, and 30 cents a page for color copies. So it's like for 100 or more. If you do have printing that you would like to get done, please email membership@wsgvar.com with your member number, flyer, quantity type, and pickup time, so that they have enough time to put together everything for you and print it out and package it for you. Again, due to COVID, the offices are closed. However, you can shop online and pick it up at the association office. Again, through the website, wsgvar.com, and click on pay dues /online store. Okay, our member services continued. So on top of the zip form trainings that we do, which gives you a free electronic version of the C.A.R. standard forms and transaction management system, you can access these forms via the C.A.R. website, which is www.car.org. There you'll find a whole library of all the forms that we use in a real estate transaction. We also have a Supra service. It is an additional cost. So if you go to show a home, you'll notice that you'll see this blue box thing right here. That is called a Supra. And inside is where we put the keys in to access the house. And in order to open that lockbox, you will need a Supra E key, which is great because it used to be this like ginormous thing that's probably about this big. And now it's all on app based. So it's super convenient. In order to set it up, please call the office at 626-288-6212, and they will set you up with the Supra eKey service. Professional development. So, as I mentioned earlier, NAR has a family of designations, such as if you wanted to be a certified international property specialist, if you wanted to be a certified residential specialist. These are some of the common designations that a lot of our realtors study and to get. Some of the more popular ones, like the CCIM, which is a certified commercial investment member, which is geared towards more commercial, not even more, it's just geared towards commercial real estate. You have CIPS, which is geared for people who deal with a lot of international buyers. If you are heading into the property management route, then perhaps getting a certified property manager designation would benefit you. So there's an slew of designations that you can get. Some more, I believe the green designation is probably the most easiest to get. I believe, excuse me. What else is really good? The seller representative specialist is also really good, and same with a senior real estate specialist. I actually highly encourage a senior real estate specialist because in today's market, you have more and more seniors who are selling their homes and moving out of state or just downsizing. So it's also a really great designation to get. And all these designations are offered at the association at a very, very cost-effective. Here are some more. ePro. Let's see what else. At Home with Diversity. I don't know if I know anybody at Home with Diversity, but I do see a lot of people with ePro. It's really great, especially if you're the type of person who may not be super tech savvy. This is actually a really great certification to get so that you can learn how to use a lot of the different technologies that we have in real estate. And also another really good one is the short sales and foreclosure resources. I believe we have a class that's coming up in a couple weeks time for short sales and foreclosures. So that should be a really great class as well to attend. Oops, sorry, I clicked too fast. Oh no, there we go. Commercial services. So at our association, we do have over 85 commercial members. We do have, excuse me, we do have monthly commercial seminars pertaining to current and relevant topics about the commercial real estate industry and the markets, excuse me, and the rights of property owners. Commercial seminars are free to attend for members and non-members. We also do host monthly training on commercial tools such as MLS. Also trainings on property resources, a realtor's property resource. And we do an annual training, which I personally really like, on the residential development and land use series. It's a really, really great series. I have no idea if they're going to bring it back this year because I know last year we didn't have it because of COVID, but it is a really great class to learn about how developers think about, and working with the cities and counties to to build development. So it's a really great class. I learned so much from it. I highly recommend everybody to take that class. There's also the commercial marketplace. We do have free networking events for commercial realtors to pitch their properties during the monthly commercial seminar and webinars. If you do have more if you want more information about the commercial services, please contact the association and they'll be able to provide you with more information. Next is our 2021 Board of Directors. You see here our president, Mindy A. We do have our president-elect, Brian Chen. Ling Chow, who is our vice president, who will also be the facilitator for the second part of your orientation today. Lorraine Clark, who is our treasurer. Yin Burr, who is our secretary. Giuseppe Venenziano, who is our immediate past president. Sil Rudar, Thomas Wong, Shun Zhang, Nanette Ong, and Pauline Lam are our directors for 2021, going into 2022. I guess not. All right, moving right along. So at West San Gabriel, we have a lot of committees, and these committees help put together classes, put together events, and advocate real estate related topics in our legislature for our association. So without these committees, a lot of things cannot happen at our association. So, oh my gosh, why did it go back? Sorry about that, guys. So here's a list of our standing committees. We have education committee, who is the committee that brings on all these classes that I was just telling you about, like the commercial seminars, the land use development series, the designation classes, or any type of other special classes that we have that pertains to the education of our members. The education committee is actually the one who schedules it and puts it on and finds the facilitators. We also have our finance committee who oversees the finances of our association. We have grievance if there is a dispute between members. And we also have the legislative committees. So one of the biggest committees that we have at our association is the legislative committee. The legislative committee is a very important committee at not only our local level, but also state and federal level. And they advocate for home ownership rights, private property rights. They build relationships with our local elected officials, and to have healthy discussions around topics that pertain to our business. In our association, we do cover 5 different cities. They start off at Monterey Park, Alhambra, San Gabriel, Rosemead, and Temple City. So the legislative committee is very important, because if there is something going on in the local city that you live in, that is within our 5 cities, and it affects the real estate business, of course, we want to hear about it, and we want to be able to have healthy conversations with our elected officials in those cities to give them our excuse me, to give them our stance on it, whether we're for it, whether we're not for it, and also why. We also have our membership and special events committee. Membership and special events is also an integral part of our association. They host and put together different events for our association, such as the Chinese New Year lunar celebration, 4th of July's breakfast meeting celebrations, holiday celebrations. So they're the ones who really put this on to get on for our members to actually enjoy and get to see one another. We also have the multiple listing service technology committee. They are the committee that hosts the weekly Thursday MLS breakfast meeting. We also have professional standards and strat planning. Strategic planning is really more for the long-term goals of our association. And I believe the strategic planning is picked by the president to be a part of that committee. We also have some other special committees. First, we have our affiliates, which are people who have affiliates are people that are kind of your counterparts in a real estate transaction. So what are considered affiliates? Lenders, escrow officers, title reps, home warranty people. Those are all of our affiliates, and they play an important part in not only your business, but also at our association as well. We also have our bylaws and rules and regulations committee. We also have a global business council committee. We have orientation committee, which is what this committee is. People who are facilitating these orientations every month are a part of that committee. We also have a premises committee. We have a sergeant in arms. And my personal favorite is the Young Professionals Network. The staff. None of this would be possible without the hard work and support of our staff. First and foremost, we do have Albert Tran, who is our executive officer, and Angelica Morales, who's actually on the call with me here today as our who is our operations manager, Karen Snow, who is our accountant, Belin Barrios, who is our communications and events manager, Fong Tan, who is our education and store manager, Christine Chen, who is our member support specialist, and Susan Krostad, who is our member support coordinator. So if I ever have any issues at the association, I have questions, I just go to one of them. As I mentioned earlier, we do have an affiliate committee, and our affiliate members consist of anybody from lenders to title to escrow to home warranty. We also have home inspection, plumbing, insurance, attorneys. And we always, and any other real estate related companies as well are a part of our affiliate members. And we do try to support our affiliate members during our real estate transactions, just as much as they try to support you during your real estate transactions as well. And you'll get to see them every Thursday morning when you join the breakfast meeting. CAR and CAR and NAR annual events. So every year, California Association of Realtors, they have 3 business meetings. There are over 100 local associations in 32 regions in California, and WSGVR is actually in region 16. C.A.R holds 3, as I said, C.A.R holds 3 business meetings every year. This year, it was between February 8th through 12th, and the spring meetings, April 27th through May 30th, which just passed not too long ago. And we have a fall one coming up, October 6th through 9th. Due to COVID-19, well, these last couple of C.A.R meetings, we did hold it virtually. They are hopefully going to be able to host a live fall meeting. I believe this year is actually out in Anaheim, and there's also an expo that's usually around the fall meeting too. So if you guys have an opportunity and it does become live, you know, and it's still going to be in Anaheim, I definitely highly recommend that you guys go and take a look to see what C.A.R fall meetings are about. And there's also an expo with a lot of different vendors there as well to promote, you know, tools and services to help your business. C.A.R also has a customer service line, as you can see in the number here. And one of the best benefits I feel like from C.A.R that we have is the C.A.R legal hotline. It does provide free one-on-one legal advice or legal consult, I guess you call it advice, with our California Association Realtors attorneys regarding the real estate practice. For more information, do visit www.car.org. At the National Association of Realtors level, there are 54 state associations, and there are 13 regions in the United States, and California is region 13. NAR's events include our legislative meetings that runs from May 9th through May 4th. Well, it ran through May 9th through May 14th this year. I believe this year it was virtual. These legislative meetings are very important because we do get an opportunity to meet with our legislators to talk about real estate related issues that impact not only our business, but also our clients as well. And we also have a Realtor Conference and Expo, which is usually held in November. This year it is in San Diego. And if I remember correctly, I believe that is scheduled to be live. So if you happen to be in San Diego, go take a look. It's a huge event. Realtor Political Action Committee. So this is, little do people know, the Realtor Party is actually a political party, and we advocate for real estate related issues such as personal, like private property rights, affordable housing, a whole array of topics. And this action committee is actually a PAC where we go through them to advocate and lobby for real estate related issues. We raise and spend money to elect candidates who understand and support our interests. The money to accomplish this is from voluntary contributions made by realtors. These are not members' dues, but this is money that's given freely by realtors in recognition of how important campaign fundraising is to the political process. RPAC does not buy votes. RPAC enables realtors to support candidates that support the issues that are important to their profession and livelihood. And I'm gonna play this really quick video to give you more information about what is RPAC.
The issues change, but they never end. We fight something and we are victorious in that fight, and 2 years later we find that it's back on the ballot. We have to constantly fight that battle, even sometimes behind the scenes where our members aren't really realizing we're still fighting that battle every day.
Whether it be flood insurance or interest rates or FEMA, property taxes, capital gains, 1031 exchanges, they all impact some aspect of our business. Taxes on services, things that we oppose. RPAC helps us fight for those issues.
The issues that we fight are constantly evolving and changing. Every year it's something new. We can never give up. We can never slow down. We have to always be there and be present and make sure that our voices are heard.
You can have everyone being happy. You can almost see the finish line. You never know when that one unexpected thing's going to happen that's going to change everything. And investing in RPAC helps you be at the table to fix it when it does.
As issues started affecting my business, my investments grew. And the more that I learned about it, the more I wanted to be involved.
Get involved, whatever level you can, whether it be $15 level or $30 level. It makes a difference, and you'll start seeing the results. You'll become engaged and help our legislators and elected officials understand that you care about the issues and want to make it a better environment for real estate.
Does anybody have any questions about RPAC? All right, I see nothing in the chat box. Oh no, hold on, there we go. So just to kind of recap on the video, it is a voice for real estate. Let's see, voice for real estate, exclusive member benefits. It does, promote and educate our elected officials if they don't know the issues. It helps realtors and the committees in evaluating the future of potential legislation that comes back and what the impacts are on future real estate as well. So normally when we're live in person, you'll see this form on for you to donate to the RPAC. Unfortunately, because we're not meeting in person, we're not able to provide you with this form. But if you would like to make a voluntary contribution, please call the association and they will guide you as to how to submit a contribution online, or you could do it at the office. Realtor Action Fund. So what is it? Realtor Action Fund is probably one of the most important services in organized real estate that it provides representation in the halls of government. The Realtor Action Fund raises money to advance the goals of our Realtor Political Action Committees, our PACs, at the local, state, and federal levels of government. RAF, which is the short form of it, the abbreviation of it, supports and or opposes candidates for elected office who understand or don't understand realtor issues respectively. And here is the contribution form. I do know that a lot of our members every year do contribute to oh my gosh, excuse me, to RAF. And if you would like, I believe after you take this orientation today and you complete your code of ethics training, you are to get a refund. Is that correct, Angie?
Once they complete the orientation and receive credit and also complete the Code of Ethics online course, yes, they are eligible for a $50 refund.
And a lot of our new members do see the benefits and the what this cause is for. So they do contribute the refund that they do get to this RAF. And if you are interested in doing that, please contact Angie, right, Angie? I hope.
Yes, absolutely.
And she'll be able to apply your refund to the RAF contribution. One of the things that we of course are very how should I put this? We're very adamant about is our realtor safety. Little do people know, but our realtors is probably the number 2, I believe, most quote unquote dangerous job. Because you're constantly seeing strangers and you're going into vacant homes. So NAR does have a wealth of resources to help agents, brokers, and associations better understand and educate each other about the safety risks that we face on the day-to-day. So anywhere from planning your safety to from planning your safety strategy to extensive safety resources, including apps and products and education like self-defense classes. NAR does have many useful items for all real estate professionals, including regular scheduled safety webinars. There's numerous articles that are organized by category, videos, and a safety alert program. NAR does also further offers the Safety Matters. Safe business equals smart business. It's a free course. It's a free course to state and local realtor associations. I'm going to show you this quick video.
As a real estate professional, you are in a unique position that most working professionals never face. In your business, you often share your contact information openly with others, meet unknown clients, and walk through vacant properties, to name a few. It's because of the unique nature of this business that it's critical for all real estate professionals to have personal safety protocols in place that you follow every day with every client, every time. So what kind of safety protocols should you implement into your daily routine? Here are a few to consider. When meeting a client for the first time, do not meet a new client at a property right away without first having an initial meeting at your office or a public space, like a coffee shop. During the initial meeting, make copies or take photos of the client's driver's license and pre-approval letter for your records. This precaution allows you to keep a record at the office of who your clients are, their information, and a calendar of appointments. When first meeting with a new client, you should discuss the types of real estate they're interested in and walk them through the safety protocols you have in place for all clients. Now you can arrange showings, meet them at properties, and schedule open houses to help them through the biggest financial decision of their life. When viewing a property, it's okay to ask your client to drive separately. This is a safety precaution for you as much as it is for them. Not to mention you might both have appointments to go to before or afterward. Hey, this is cute. As you tour a property, walk behind your client. This routine safety measure allows them to see the room first and make their own impressions. Many agents do not go into attics, garages, or basements as an additional safety measure, but encourage your client to look around and let you know what they think. It is a safe practice to only show vacant properties which might not have electricity during daylight hours. This allows you to see what safety hazards may exist, like a loose floorboard or any defects the house may have.
It's got potential.
When holding an open house, advise your clients to board their pets and remove jewelry, family photos, credit card receipts, artwork, prescription drugs, and any other valued possessions from the home in advance of the open house. This is just one way to look out for your client and to keep their property and belongings secure. Keep a record of who entered the house by asking everyone who walks in the door to sign in with their name and phone number or show a photo ID. There is something to be said about safety in numbers. Consider bringing along a colleague when holding an open house. If there are several potential buyers walking through the home, even better to have 2 agents on hand to answer questions and keep an eye on things. Safety is an important part of real estate. Be prepared and follow the protocols and processes that have been put in place to keep you and your clients safe. For more information and additional resources, visit www.nar.realtor/safety.
And it's super exciting because now we get to do open houses again. So do try to follow these safety, guidelines as you do open houses, because your safety is important. Oh no, sorry, hold on. That wasn't supposed to do that. Okay. Code of ethics. I know we, talked about code of ethics a couple times already. And a part of receiving full credit for doing orientation, don't forget, go take your code of ethics training, and so that you can receive full credit and get your refund back. So just to kind of go over briefly what the code of ethics entails, there's 3 main parts to the code of ethics. It's the duties to your clients and customers, the duties to the public, and duties to other realtors. New standard practice 10-5. So last year on November 13th, the NAR Board of Directors voted to make some significant changes to the professional standard policies. These changes went into effect immediately upon enactment by the board. And specifically, NAR noted to do the following: to add a new standard of practice 10-5 to the code of ethics, stating that the following: realtors must not use harassing speech, hate speech, or slurs based on race, color, religion, sex, handicap, familial status, origin, sexual orientation, or gender identity. Revise a professional standard policy, revise a professional standards policy statement to expand the code of ethics to all realtors activities, not just real estate activities and transactions involving realtors. So this is all activities. At the end of the day, regardless if you're, whether you're seeing a client or not, you are still a realtor. So this actually affects you day to day. Articles 1-9, duties to clients and customers. So first and foremost, our fiduciary duties agency is to always put your client first. Disclose issues, exaggeration, misrepresentation, and concealment. Cooperation and compensations. Realtors shall not misrepresent the availability to show. Self-dealing, disclose that you are licensed if you're actually writing an offer for yourself or if you're selling your own home. Self-dealing, prior to rendering opinion of value or other service, inform the seller of your interest to purchase. Self-dealing, no secret profits. Dual compensation, disclose to all and get client consent. Keep an accurate records of your trust account and have clear written documentation. Give a copy at signing to all your clients. Articles 10-14, duties to the public. Fair housing, provide equal and professional services and information. Meet the standards of care for each specialization in which you provide service. Truth in advertising, always paint a true and accurate picture. Unauthorized practice of law, just don't do it. If you don't have a law degree, you shouldn't be giving out legal advice. Duty to cooperate with professional standards. Treat everybody like how you would like to be treated. Articles 15-17, duties to other realtors. Disparaging competitors, false or misleading statements, interference in agency-client relationship of another realtor. If you're a client, if a potential client, this is so a good example of this is if you're doing an open house, a potential buyer walks in and they're asking you a lot of questions about the property and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You carry a good conversation with them. Make sure you ask them if they're actually working with another agent. If they are, then let them know that, hey, if you have any additional questions, please reach out to your realtor and they can reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to answer questions. You do not want to interfere with that relationship. Duty to arbitrate commission disputes. Oh, that was quick. Wait, is that it, Angie?
That's it.
Whoa, that was quick. I thought there was still more. So it looks like we are at the end of our first part of orientation. Does anybody have any questions for me at all?
We do have one question that was shared to me privately. It's asking, where can I find a copy of the information? After the new member orientation, all participants within 2 business days will receive a recorded version of the presentation, as well as access to the resources that were discussed at this orientation. Any other questions? We are going to enter into a break. Please do not sign off. Your participation is monitored and you must stay for the entire presentation. Let's go ahead and start a 15-minute break. It is 9:46 now. If everyone can be back at 10:01, we will start part 2 of the new member orientation. Again, please do not sign off. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your part 2 with Ling Chow. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Looking forward to seeing you guys all in person when the association opens back up again. Bye.
Good morning, everybody. I'm doing the second part of multiple listing services, and my name is Ling Chow. I was born in Taiwan, raised in the United States, so I speak English and Chinese. The multiple listing services that we're going to talk about really is very important to all of you, all the new agents or agent that come back again as a second career, maybe had their license a long time ago and decided to come back again to a new profession. So congratulations and welcome to our association. So we're going to talk about the multiple listing services, rules and regulation, and the second part. Okay, so we're going to start. Hopefully we can finish this one as soon as within an hour, hopefully. Chris, if I don't talk too much, 1 hour is good enough. Okay, how the war on commission was won in pre-historical, pre-MLS days. So right now, the MLS started many years ago, and we are, like we can tell you, hey, I have a listing, and I come to talk to you. We fight about the commission, and everybody gets really tired about how to find the listing, how we're gonna submit our offers, how everything is supposed to be done many years ago, okay? Because there was no MLS at that time. I started by telling you this, it's gonna tell you my age. I started when there's no MLS. We had to buy a book, and the book come out every month. So by the end of the year, we'll have a book. One book is about this thick, I would say. And by the end of the year, we have a pile of books by our desk, because we have to save the books. We had to go back and look at the other properties that we think about. There's no history, right? So we had to go back and check, what did this property sold before? And the book was not cheap, by the way. I thought book was pretty expensive. And the other agents are not going to share the books with you because they feel that I purchased it. Why am I sharing it with you? So there was no sharing on the books, and we had to buy the books. And by end of the year, our office broker has to get a truck come out and tell us, throw the books in the truck because it's too much books to throw in the garbage can. So we have a clean out day for all the books to be in the garage, in the truck, okay, for the bins to empty bins. So we started the MLS. There was, I can't remember how many years ago, but there was 12 associations that started the MLS, the multiple listing services. It means making it blanket unilateral offers of compensation and facilitate an orderly correlation of dissemination of listing information, helping agents to provide better service to the client and the public. So 12 of us, 12 associations, the local association that started this was us, there was Arcadia, and there was Citrus. And there is, I think, PAC West, Orange County. I can't remember exactly how many, 12 of them, but we started the association. Each association came out with some funds, and we started the MLS just because we feel that this is the best way to open up listing that everybody can see it. And based on MLS, how many, what is the commission amount that everybody is going to be getting based on the MLS. Okay, so who can join the multiple listing services? Active realtor members of WSGVR may participate in the MLS. Any licensed California real estate broker can be a participant. A salesperson who is not a realtor member of WSGVR may obtain access to the multiple listing service through MLS broker only participant, become an MLS only subscriber. A salesperson under a realtor broker participation can only be a realtor subscriber. So maybe you think that it's not fair. Why is a realtor? I'm a realtor, but if a salesperson is not a realtor, they can still come to see the MLS only, because there was a lawsuit. So they have to open up to all California licensee. What is the difference? What is the difference between a realtor and a licensee? A real estate agent that is not a realtor. We can use the trademark like prior 1 hour. Someone, Karen, I think Karen Kuit told you guys. And also the real estate license only, they can go on to MLS to look at the MLS multiple listing, all the listings information. But when they want to get the commission, they have to request for commission. If you're a realtor on the as an MLS and your broker is a realtor, by the code of ethics, they have to pay you. They have to pay you the commission. So basically is commission, and they don't follow the code of ethics. So MLS has a committee called the MLS committee. We call it the weekly MLS breakfast meeting. Meets every Thursday morning at 8:30 if we're live, but right now we're basically Zoom. So and then chaired by the MLS committee, chairperson of the WSGVR, WSGVR, which means the chair is me. Okay, I've been hosting the chair for since last year. Opportunity to network with affiliates and other real estate profession, free industry updates and education classes, weekly broker open houses, and you are welcome to pitch your listing. And most important, to make friends, because you want to let people know who you are. Why? Because when you write an offer, let's say let me see who's on the screen today. Okay, let's say I met Elsa, and I never know who Elsa is, and I finally Elsa is new, and she came to me and says, "I'm Elsa John, and I'm here to meet you." And when I have a listing, Elsa writes an offer, I will remember who she is. I will say, oh, that's Elsa, I met her before, vice versa. If I'm writing an offer to Elsa, Elsa remember who Ling is, right? So it's in a multiple offer situation, it's always good to know the listing agent or the buyer's agent so you guys can communicate a little better. I have good, successful situation that I know the agent of the other party, and we were able to help each other to close the deal. So due to COVID-19, we had changed to Zoom meeting. It starts at 9 a.m. All live classes has been converted to virtual classes because of the COVID. So this coming Thursday, if you guys are interested, I think the email went out already to our members. We have a COSTAR coming out telling us about the commercial update. So who is COSTAR? So you wonder, COSTAR is another type of multiple listing services for commercial property. So they do a lot of analysis about commercial property in Los Angeles, and they do a great job. I highly recommend you to come and join us. Every week we have somebody come and talk to us about a real estate professional related information or classes. Or sometimes we invite the cities to come out and tell us about our local rules and regulation, or are they having a project here? Are they doing something here or doing something there? So come to join us. We host about over 100 people per week. It's a large group of people, and we have fun. Hopefully we'll go back to live soon. The monthly commercial network meeting. There is a monthly commercial network meeting every second Tuesday of the month from 12 to 2 p.m. They are also meeting via Zoom, and it's a great way to network with commercial brokers. A lot of people like to do commercials, and it's a great way to talk to each other. Sometimes commercial listings are pocket listings. So it's always good to come and make friends and talk to people that likes to do commercial, or people who is dispute resolution, settle all dispute professionally. Remember, you're a realtor now, so you are. We have to pass the ethics class, right? So once you pass the ethics class, so you're a realtor. We have ethics complaint. We have two committees. One is the grievance committee, and one is called the professional standard hearing. Grievance is about complaint, like I would complain about somebody, they're not ethical, or and then if that complaint stands, or go to professional standard committee, and they'll figure out how the hearing goes. And the other one is called the arbitration hearing. Arbitration hearing is regarding money dispute. For example, if the money dispute was mostly about commission, I was supposed to get the commission, or I think I should have this commission, or you told me it's 3%, now you give me 2%, that type of thing. So it's called commission dispute mostly. Or sometimes it's not only about commission, it's about money between not only agent, could be between clients. So we talked about arbitration, it's about money, and the ethics is about no, you shouldn't have done that, okay? So if we're talking about money, it goes to arbitration, and then of course it goes straight to professional standard committee hearings. And that could consist a panel of 3 people plus 1 alternate. And who are they? They are people from members of our association who has been trained for professional standard, and the or senior member or broker or manager, someone who has understanding of the professional standard issues. And after that, if you are after the hearing, we'll let you know whether you're what is the outcome of the hearing, and you can request for a review for a director review, or if no request, it's final. So that is the arbitration, mostly had to do with money. Okay. Ethics complaint is about you can't do this, you can't do that, or you did something wrong. So that's called ethics. We have a ethics guideline that everybody need to take. I think it's used to be every 2 years, now it's every 3 years. I have to take that this year. It goes to once you did the complaint, you call the association, says, I have a complaint about something, about someone. And we'll move you to our administrative that handles all the complaints, and go into grievance committee. So they'll sit down and look at the complaints, whether the complaint is valid. Is it just hearsay? I say this person did this, but you have to have proof that this person did something wrong. And once you do, the grievance committee will say, okay, we have a case, and they'll submit it to professional standard committee hearing, and they'll set up a hearing for the complaint. And once it's that complete, we'll have request. If you're not happy with the outcome, you can request for review and director's review. And if you're okay with it, no request review, and director will ratify the decision. It sounds very simple, but it's a little bit complicated than you think. If you do have any complaints, we're here to help you. And we also have a ombudsman program. I don't know, we talked about this on our slide, but the ombudsman program is like, if you have some kind of, you're not sure, do I have a case against this person or not? Or is there a problem here? You can always call our association. They will direct you to an ombudsman. What an ombudsman does is that they'll listen to your issues, and they'll tell you whether you do have a complaint, move forward with either arbitration or ethics. Okay, and ombudsmen are supposed to be trained as well. So for like me, I am ombudsman. I've been trained for professional hearing, professional standard. The board sent me to Pepperdine to take a class for mediation. So all this has been trained, and I am a C.A.R. ombudsman as well. I'm our local board ombudsman. Lately, I haven't got any complaint. I wonder, maybe they just skip me because I'm too busy, but maybe we don't have any complaints, which is good, right? Disciplinary proceeding against MLS member for the following: okay, breach of any duty of the membership, a conviction by a court of any felony or any crime involving moral turpitude, upon a final determination by a court or the DRE that a member has violated real estate law or any DRE regulations after all appeal process is completed. So disciplinary, if something that we find that you are really doing something wrong, we will report you, okay? We will find you, it'll be on your record. So be careful, don't do that, okay? Beware of antitrust law, the Sherman Act. Every contract combination in the form of trust or otherwise, or conspiracy in restraint of trade is declared illegal. Conspiracy, 2 or more people agree to take certain actions. No discussion of standard commission. All commission are negotiable between clients and brokers, right? So there's agent will put on the MLS as $1. They only give you $1 on the buyer side. So a lot of people complain, is this allowed? Is $1 allowed? Well, it says right here, right? All commission are negotiable between clients and broker. And a lot of people filed complaint regarding this brokerage company saying $1 for buyer's agent. And they were not at fault because all commission are negotiable between clients and broker. And another thing is that they're not offering just to you, they're offering to everybody $1. They don't just pick one person, they're offering it to everybody. So by law, unfortunately, that is okay. We don't like it, of course we don't, but you have to, based on what they're saying is that you have to request your commission when you submit the offer. So there is agent like that, brokerage company like that, which I'm not pleased with. Okay, so the MLS data of system, WSGVR Realtor is a member of the California Region MLS. C.A.R. MLS is what we called it, okay? We don't say California Region MLS because it's too long for me. So we have an abbreviation called C.A.R. MLS. C.A.R. MLS is the largest MLS system service provider in USA, which is very true. C.A.R. support has a telephone number. I highly recommend you to put this down, 1-800-925-1525. And they operate from Monday to Sunday, 8:30 to 9 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Why is this important? It's because when you have a problem on your CRMS, when you go into CRMS, you can call our office, but sometimes our office cannot answer every question you have on the CRMS. So it's always good to call them. They're pretty good answering phones, and they're off on holidays. Okay, don't call them on Christmas Day. They're not gonna be there. CRMS mission is to deliver through local association the most affordable, reliable, convenient listing technology service available, and to provide products and services that support realtors in the maximizing of use of property data to achieve business goal. So CRMS covered as of January 2021, over 100,000 active listing, 150,000 real estate professionals. So we're still not statewide yet, okay, but we're getting there. So the CRMS has, you see the dark is the participating county, we call it county. We have data sharing because there's not just us as a MLS. Reciprocal access, we from different board, additional services area. So we have about, I would say maybe more by now, but 145,000 users strong, okay? Remember, it used to start with 12 association, and that is not 140,000 real estate professionals. That was just very minimum. And we have grown so far, so good. We're still trying because there's still other MLS association, MLS data sharing up there. So MLS covers the area, 40 associations, realtor, board of realtors, 15 data share AORs and MLSs, 5 reciprocal, 15 additional service area. So we participate, association, of course, our name is on it, West San Gabriel Valley, and all those associations that you have seen from the left, starting with Acadia all the way to the W. We're always last one, and I really want to change our name, but we can't. People don't let us. I want to take out the West and just say San Gabriel Valley, but it doesn't work. So our abbreviation will be a little bit higher, but we're always the W one. So those are the association that has belong to us as a member. Data share. So data share, we have Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is Cloud CMA. Cloud is Beverly Hills area, but they're still sharing data with us. So you don't need to join their MLS to look at their property. we can look at it on our CMS. Before they were willing to share data with us, we had to log in to their website in order to look at it. So their association are still not sharing, not with us, but they're shared data. Reciprocal access, there is some Honolulu, we get Honolulu. I didn't even know we got Honolulu. Additional service area, Big Bear. The places that up in the mountains, Mount Baldy, you know, all this rim of the forest, Twin Peak, most of the very small area, but before they have to be our member and be their member so they can look at our listings. But now we're able to share listings with each other so the realtor up in Big Bear doesn't have to join two MLS association. Okay, MLS member benefit, MLS system. So we have CRMS metrics, cloud MLX, mobile MLS option. You can download the CRMS app and you can search your listings on your app, which I do that a lot, and Home Snap Pro and MLS Touch. Okay, so we have marketing. You can use the Cloud CMA, the Cloud Stream, the eProperty Watch, InfoSpark Market Status. I would highly recommend all of you to go into all of them and take a look at it. They're all free. Only if you want a little bit more than what we're offering you, you have to pay, excuse me, you have to pay a little bit more, but all these are free. That's including in your monthly payment, which we charge you quarterly. And Finance Rate Plus. We have Listing Hub, syndication, the List Hub, multiple persons platform, the Realtor Property Resources that belong to NAR, National Association of Realtor, and it's a free website to look at nationwide listings. So the website on the Realtor Property Resources is narrpr.com, but you are welcome to click it when you go into MLS. When you log into MLS, they'll take you to the Realtor Property Resources. So let's say somebody wants to look at the listing in Florida. You're welcome to go into Realtor Property Resources and look at that. Remind a Lion Desk is all something that we offer you. You can go in and take a look at it. Scheduling service, scheduling showing. We have a showing time. They're really, I like it. You know, right now we have, if you have a listing, everybody's calling you. I want to see the property. I want to see the property. So if you set it up as doing showing time will tell them that this time is available and this time is not available, or they'll text you to confirm if it's okay to show. Like I put a property on hold because there's too many activities. I can't take it anymore. The showing time will say, hey, someone wants to see the property. And I would say, no, the property's on hold. I don't know why even the property's on hold, they still want to show the property. Networking, so new home resource professional. That's good if you're looking for new property, new from the builders. And international, it's Proxio. You can go in to look at outside the United States, properties outside the United States, and tax realist. That will come up on your CLMS on the top icon. So, or in the listing, so you can find out who owned the property, when did they bought it, what is that they're paying for property tax. So all those information for you are free. So we're realtors, right? So we can find out everything about a property. We're really good at spying people. Okay, Lone Wolf transaction, zip form edition. Lone Wolf transaction available online and download. So you can go to CAR.org. When you go in, you have to log in. And when you log in, they'll tell you, do you want to go to zip form or Lone Wolf, they call it, Lone Wolf transaction. And then from there, you can go and set up for the the new agents, next Monday, we have a class. You are welcome to join that class. I think the information is out, I believe it starts at 9:30 to 12:30 on Monday. I highly, highly, highly recommend everybody on the Zoom today should be on that Zoom meeting, Zip form meeting on Monday. It's via Zip, on Zip form, so everybody's welcome to join. I don't, Brian Chen is teaching that class, I believe. So please join. There's 2 classes that you must join for the new one. It's the CRMS class, and the other one is a Zip form class. So 2 classes, very important to understand your business. So NAR Realtor Property Resources, the one I just talked to you guys about, the NAR RPR, it is NAR to our member. It's a free service. You can access most data throughout the whole nation, okay? As powerful marketing, it has really good marketing tool. They have a great CMA comparisons marketing analysis. So I do that a lot for my client when I'm getting a new listing. They automatically generate all the information about that property for you, and you can choose what kind of report you want. You want a short version, you want a long version, but clients love it. Clients think this is great. This is the best thing because they think you work all night to get their listing when you send it to them. It can be a very detailed or not as detailed. The detailed one, it really tells you everything about neighborhood, about school, around the house, the listing house, whatever you need. It tells you what the house was on the market before and what it looked like. I mean, everything you ever need about a property, I would say. And you guys should go on it and take a look at it. And the website is NAR RPR, okay? And there is a mobile edition too, you should install it. Okay, so what is Realtor Property Resource? I think I said that already. I used to be a instructor for that one. So I stopped, too much things going on. So all the little apps here from the CRMS, when you log in, you guys should go in every one of them to see what it is. The builder update, new builder, the new home resources. Some people always want to find out about new homes. All the information that you want is here, okay? Please try to go in and take a look at every one of them. Rent free is a credit check, so they can check the credit if somebody needs to be checking credit. It's a lot of information, okay? Please take your time and effort to go into every one of them and check it out. So there's rules, of course, because we need to be controlled by rules. Our life is about rules and regulation, right? Don't do this or you can do that. So we do have rules for CRMS as well. New update, multiple listing service rules and regulation. Please read. It's on the CRMS rules and policy. You can go in when you log into CRMS, it's there. So there's new rules update on January 1st of 2021. There's MLS citation policy. There's CRMS compliance question. So please go in and take a look at all the rules. So NAR, C.A.R, and CRMS implement the clear corporation policy effective of May 2020. NAR approved this one. So it's a clear corporation policy 8.0, saying that within 1 business day of marketing to a property, if you start marketing your property, you must put your listing on MLS. So public marketing include, but not limited to, flyers, okay, yard sign, digital marketing, website, brokerage website, including IDX and VOW, digital communication marketing, email blast is included on the marketing. Multiple brokers listing, sharing network. Okay, so the rule of thumb is within 1 business day of marketing, you must put in your listings. Okay, and affects residential vacant lot, a residential 1 to 4 property. So be careful, okay? Make sure you do that. And you want to know who would know about this, right? How does people know that I did not put it on multiple listings? Because another agent will watch you. Maybe they want the listing and you got it. They call the seller, and seller says, "Oh, I give it to Ling Chow," and you say, "Hey, Ling Chow hasn't put it on the listing. Why she hasn't put on the listing?" So somebody is watching you. The new coming soon status started on May 1st of 2020. So this is requested by realtor like you. So once a listing agreement is signed, member must submit the listing information into the MLS system. So coming soon status can be used for a property that's preparing for marketing. Coming soon status will be effective up to 21 days. MLS subscriber can search under coming soon status. System will automatically convert coming soon to active on the 22nd day. You can market coming soon property by for sale sign with a coming soon rider on the top, right? You know what a rider is? It's a long, narrow saying that it's coming soon. Flyer and social media. No showing is allowed during coming soon status. You can market future open house while in coming soon status, but property must be converted to active status before open house is held. During coming soon status, buyer can send blind offer and seller can accept them. So this is something that a lot of people requested, and CRMS has given us the coming soon status. So what is coming soon? Let's say you sign the listing today. Today is the what is it today? 11th. So I signed the listing with my seller today, but my seller says to me, "I'm not ready yet. I still have painting to do, or I still have some repair." Okay, so you'll say to Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, whoever it is, "Seller, when do you think it'll be available?" And they say, "Well, it won't be available until the 21st, I think, or I can get it available by certain dates." So you have to put it on because you signed the listing, right? So you have to put it on the MLS, but you can say it's coming soon. Or you sign the listing, but you want to do staging, and you want people to know, "I got the listing already, but I can't put it on the I'm not ready. I haven't done the staging, or there's something I have to do to the house." So that's what coming soon is for. However, on the other side of the note, there is a lot of complaint about coming soon status right now, because every listing has a lot of multiple, because doing the coming soon status on the bottom line, right? It says buyer can submit a blind offers and seller can accept them. So a lot of coming soon property are sold before they turn into available or active. So that was the biggest complaint. A lot of people are complaining that there's no showing, but before they turn into active, the property is sold. So we're looking at it, see what we can do about it, and maybe going away because of coming soon status complaints is too much. You guys are awfully quiet. I hope you guys are still with us. So gather all information before inputting your listing. When I hope that you guys take a CMS class to learn how to input listings. Make sure you learn, because one accident, all the things that you put in are gone. Adios, goodbye. Okay, so be careful how to save it. Make sure you take a class. It's a very important class. If you don't have a time to take class, CMS has training videos. So you're welcome to go on there and see all the training videos. So you have to there's a form that teach you how to do that. That's also on CLMS, but you're welcome to go into this website and find out what the listing input forms is. If you don't know how to do that, you can write it down, everything, and send it to them. They'll upload for you, but it takes forever. It's always best to do it yourself. So click on listing input form, download the residential income, the residential lease, land, lot listing, mobile home, commercial industry, commercial list, and business opportunity. The people who don't understand about mobile home, please do not get a listing because you're getting yourself in trouble. Make sure that you have a broker that understands about mobile homes, okay? And of course, land and lots as well. Basically, you need somebody to help you understand all these listings. How to show a property. So following the listing agent, showing instruction, appointment only, call first, vacant, go direct, watch your clients, keep watch of your clients doing viewing, secure the property before leaving, call listing agent immediately of any problems. So if the listing says appointment only, do not go without announcement, okay? Do not go to the property without making an appointment. You want to respect the listing agent's wish, and also call. It must be a reason for appointment only, right? Call first. The only one that you can go directly is vacant, go direct, okay? So that's the only one you can go in. And keep watch of your listing clients doing viewing. Make sure they don't get hurt. Make sure they don't fall. Make sure, if you have a little one that's showing, make sure they don't, if the house is not vacant, the seller still live in the property, make sure that nothing is misplaced or touched, because we know who went in last, right? If something is missing by the super lockbox, we can tell who has been into the property and what time they leave. So make sure that you are all okay on that. Secure property before leaving. Make sure you lock all the doors, close all the windows, because if it's a vacant house, you don't want to be responsible letting someone in, let's say a transient or homeless people that would go in. I have agent that went to show a property, and they opened up the closet, the walk-in closet. There was somebody sitting in there. They all screamed and left, hurry up and ran out. There was also a property that my agent, when I was a manager, the agent called me saying that neighbor called and said the house was unlocked. There was lights in there, and she went in there and somebody trashed the place. They paint the walls. They had did drugs in there. They really just trashed the place. It was very sad. So please make sure you secure the property before you leave, and call the listing agent if you see any problems, okay? There's many times on a vacant home, my people walked in, my agent walked in, there was somebody living in there, and they're not supposed to. They're homeless people. So they give the homeless a choice: either you leave now, we're gonna call the police. So the homeless people just picked up and left. So lockbox access report. If you put in the serial number of your registered lockbox into your listing, then you can just click the lockbox report icon on your listing, and it tells you pretty much who has been into your listing. The other way to do it, the reverse way of doing it, is when you assign the lockbox. When you put a lockbox on your listing, you can also put in the listing CLMS listing ID. It'll pick up right away. So there's two ways of doing it. This is really good. Super lockbox. It's not cheap, but I highly recommend. It's required, by the way. It's not a question. Should I get it or should I not get it when I have a listing? It is required by the MLS rules that you have to have a super lockbox. No combo. No combo. A lot of people say, I don't want to buy a super lockbox. I can use a combo. No combo, okay? Super lockbox is required. And please make sure that you get one from our association. And I honestly think that we have one of the reasonable price lockbox in the local, among the local association. I won't name names, but I can tell you our price is reasonable. And it tells you, it really helps you a lot, because the safety of the house, when the seller give you the house to rent, CRMS login, you are doing the MLS login, not the flex, okay, not the flex. I tried to unmute, but oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys are all muted. You guys are all muted. Okay, so make sure you get a super lockbox, and because you can see all the people that goes in. I see it. It'll tell me right away who's been in the property. And I also noticed the other day that one of the agent was there for longest time. So I called the super lockbox people, and I say, why is this agent there for so long? It's because when you open up the lockbox, and this is the last one that you are you show, and you're not showing the next home, it won't register that you're finished until like an hour later. Because I was wondering, what is the agent in my listing house for an hour? Are they having a party in there? So I was wondering about that. I said, why are you still there? Oh no, I'm gone a long time ago. But they still show you're inside the house. So they said, no, I'm gone a long time ago. So I called the Supra and asked why, and Supra told me. Because I was wondering, why is this listing agent there so long? So you need a lockbox, okay? Don't do a combo. Combo is very insecure. I had put a combo in Pasadena, one of my listing home, for handyman to go in to fix things, right? So I give the combo to my handyman, but 2 times I found the key are gone. So I called the handyman. I said, did you take the key? He says, no. Apparently somebody was having fun and play with the combo and was able to get the key. Do you know how many times I had to change the locks in that house? 2 times. 2 times, because someone stole the key and I don't want anybody to go in. So I had to change the locks 2 times because this happened. So I gave up putting the combo lockbox. Some people like to sit there and just play with the number. It was able to go get the key from the lockbox. So be careful, okay? And hide the combo lockbox. Don't put it where people can see it, because they do come in and play with it. There are people think that this is a challenge. Okay, don't ignore compliance email. Please, if you get an email from CRMS compliance, please reply. A violation of the CRMS rule must be correct within 2 business days, okay? They receive a warning notice. Violation you have to respond. If you do not respond, they keep on coming to ask you. And when they tell you this is the last time that happens, they will find you. They will charge you money, okay? So make sure you have the right email address on the CRMS. Don't give a wrong email address, because we hear that all the time. Oh, they sent it to a wrong email address. Where does that wrong email address came from? You give it to us, okay? You put it in. We don't make up an email address for you. So make sure you have an active, correct, current email address, and do not ever say, I don't care, nothing, the violation is not me, I'm okay. So the top 5 MLS violation is exterior photo requirement. You have to have 1 photo, and that photo has to be outside photo. It cannot be a photo of a bathroom. It cannot be a photo of a pool. It cannot be a photo of your photo. You cannot have your picture, okay? So remember, at least 1 photo is required on every listing, and it has to be within 2 days of entry of listing. Please remember that. How many times we have to tell you, please do. And who complained? Me. When I look at the listing, I see 1 photo, I'll go in and say, what is this photo? I see like a tree, a street. I see a bird. I have seen, like I said, a swimming pool. I see so many of the one photo. It cannot be that. It has to be the one outside property photo. Please remember that. And how to avoid it? You know, when you get somebody sends you a saying, hey, correct that, please correct that. If you don't, we will charge you a fine, and we love that. Okay, so you have to enter the MLS regarding the listing status, okay? So number 2, branding photo media. Rule number 11.5. Branding of any media submitted to MLS is no. Cannot have broker, agent, brokerage name on photo or logo. So if you're taking a picture of the outside and you have to have your for sale sign is up there, you accidentally take the for sale sign with your name, your company name, whatever it is, you will be fined. Okay. So when that happens, please make sure you tell yourself or by accident, maybe you took it, please tell the photographer that helped you, Photoshop that out, Photoshop the for sale sign out, telephone number, website address, email address, for sale, for lease sign, billboard, open house sign, promotion sign, any other material that is considered advertising, okay? People that are not incidental or not identifiable, CRS reserved the right to remove, okay? And then find you a violation. And that does happen. I see that a lot. Nowadays it's getting better, okay? But I do see that a lot. And they'll, first email is always very nice. Please remove it. Second email, please remove it, or you'll be fine. And by the third email, you're doomed. You're done. Okay. And then don't give excuse, I never received the email, because you're the one who give them the email address. Okay. Number 3 is the monetary submission of Rule 7.8. Listing is not entered into MLS within 2 business days of the effective date. Let's say I'm getting a listing today, it's 11, I have to put it in by the 13th, okay? And then this is to 1 to 4 residential property and vacant lots. How to avoid? You must enter the listing in the MLS within 2 business days, okay? That's pretty good. Before it was 2 calendar days. You remember, sometimes weekends or holiday, it drives us crazy. Unless the listing agent has a seller's signature saying, I don't want to be on multiple listing. There is seller doesn't want to be on multiple listing, but there is, if they ask you, do you have a signed listing agreement which waive the no CMS list upload to CMS, you have to provide that. There is a form on, I believe, on Zip form and on the CMS. Okay, 4, misuse of public remark in media. Rule number 12.5, a misuse of remark violation. So verbiage including public remarks. We have a public remarks, right? When you enter the listing, there's a section for public remarks. So how do you avoid them? Make sure you don't put in your website, your telephone number, that type of thing. You don't want to be a promotion, because that is going to the public remarks, okay? They have the right to remove remarks, any field that they found is appropriate. So make sure you don't say call Ling at so-and-so, or email me at my email address, or check my website, or check my so-and-so on the public remarks, okay? There's also, I see this all the time. People say walking distance on the public remarks, walking distance to school, walking distance to supermarket. Walking is somebody's going to sue you, because if somebody really hates you, they'll report you, and they'll say that walking, you're discriminating handicapped people because they can't walk. Okay, so don't say driving. Some people might not able to drive. So be careful. And the new thing nowadays, which I thought was very interesting, is you can not, they're trying to go away with master bedroom because, you know, last year we had the riot about Black Lives Matter. So they're saying master is discriminating. So nowadays they're saying like the primary bedroom, main bedroom, but no more master bedroom. Okay. So much fun. I just love real estate. 5. Okay. Accuracy of the information. Rule number 8.3. So when you put in the information in the MLS computer database, make sure you have the accurate information. So make sure that, what do you mean by accurate? Okay, you asked me. I'll give you one example. One example is saying that my listing is in San Gabriel, but it's going to San Marino school. And if I put in the San Marino, I get more activity because people will say, this is San Marino. So I put in San Marino, but my address is really at San Gabriel, right? So no, that's no good. You cannot do that, okay? Or you put in, some people will get you for, let's say, you know that the property, you think the property seller sells, my house is 4,000 square feet, but the information on the property realistic or assessor shows only 5,000. I mean, what did I say? Okay, my property is 4,000 square feet. So the information, the real information on the county information from the government is only 3,000 square feet. So you can't say that this is your information. Cannot say it's from assessor or you have to say it's from seller. So make sure you check the right information. If you put in this is from the assessor, then it's wrong. Somebody's going to come and get you. Okay. So make all necessary changes and listing within 2 business day advice of inaccuracy. So isn't that scary? Make sure you do it right, then nothing will happen. Okay. So PEAD now has changed to PEAD all. This is something that we are requiring for all, anyone who's going into the property, everybody has to sign, but PEAD is now all PEAD-ALL. Okay, so lockbox we talked about is not secure. Never share lockbox combination. Show lockbox from client prying while opening combination lockbox, you know, and make sure that always mix up the dial after opening the lockbox. So remember, don't be intimidated. You know, I guess it's not to be intimidated, but just make sure you follow the rule. 2 business days of the listing agreement effective day, you have to put it in all information. Make sure all information are accurate. Status for information update. Compliance email. Act respectfully. Treat everybody with fairly and professional courtesy. But I want to add a little bit about photo. Okay. If you hire someone professional that's taking picture for you, please make sure they sign a form that is on this form. I think is also on C.A.R. MLS website. They're releasing all the pictures and the videos to you because you pay for it, right? If you don't sign that form saying that you are now the legal owner of the photos and the videos or whatever you do with this particular pictures, the photographer come back and says, hey, I didn't allow you to put it on the MLS because MLS will go out to everybody. So please be careful. Make sure you have that photo sign, release of the photos to you signed. The other thing is that you cannot use other people's photo. You cannot, let's say I have a listing, I hire somebody to take photos. and the photo now belongs to me, and a couple years later, you want to sell the property again, and you say, hey, Ling Chow has all the photo. Let me just use her photo so I don't have to hire someone or I don't have to spend money to take another photo, and I just use Ling Chow's. Well, that's a no-no, unless I give you a written permission, say you can use my listing photos. If I did not give you that permission, the fine will be $1,500. A lot of money, okay? Just be careful. Did I scare everybody yet? It's not many people to scare. It's only 10 of you. So I think you'll be okay, right? So you have any compliance question, you're welcome to go to crmls.org compliance to chat. Their office is open from Monday to Friday at 8:30 to 4 p.m. If you have any question regarding compliances, rules, okay? So the realtor golden rule, do not undo others as you would others do unto others as you would others do unto you, okay? So please remember that. Be friendly, we're all professional. I know some people, there are unprofessional people out there, but that's them. You have to be professional, okay? Don't be like them, okay? So welcome to a lucrative career. Let's make money, I guess. It is I know a lot of, I know people, I can't say a lot of people. I know people that do real estate and making, as a realtor, making very good income. So I hope that this is something that you would like to do, enjoy, have fun. And then if you see me at the association when we become live again, or you see me somewhere, say hello to me. I might not remember you because I don't see your face and I just see your name. So if you like, you can always say, hi, I was at your orientation class. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. I am been on the board for our board many years. And I joined our board back in they put 95, but I remember it was 94. So 1994, and that shows my age, and I apologize. I am an old lady here. But I've been on the board for this is my only board for many years of my life. And I got involved in 2004. So it took about 10 years before I decided that I want to volunteer my life at the board. Okay, and this is a volunteer, by the way. Okay, so welcome to our board, and have fun, enjoy, and best of luck on your career. Any
Ling, we do
questions?
have a few questions.
Okay.
It says, when we go to CRMLS, there are two parts to log in.
MLS, go to CRMS, don't go to Flex.
Yes, gonna go to dashboard. And then someone tried to unmute, but it says the host does not let anyone unmute. May, would you like to put your question in the chat box? Or do you want me to unmute her, Ling?
Do you have question to ask me? No, I'm good, she says.
Okay.
So are you guys good? Are you guys want to go home? I do. I need to go to do work. Not being rude. Oh, no. Why you say that? That's fine. And anything else? You guys are welcome to ask me anything that I know of. I might not know everything, but I can always find out if I don't know. If not, I will call this meeting to end at 11:06. Good luck, everybody.